Immortality Season 5 Episode 14. The headmaster of the Yuhua sect, Fong Bayou, arrives to save Fong Han. A mysterious person sighs, remarking how great it is to belong to a large sect. Indeed, when a person is isolated and helpless, they truly need someone to lend them a hand. However, just as Fong Han worried, why would the headmaster come to rescue me personally? Could it be that the secret of the Yellow Springs diagram has been exposed? Yes, although Fong Bayou has a patient demeanor and does not intend to seize it by force, the primary reason he came is, naturally, because Fong Han possesses the Yellow Springs diagram. Furthermore, there is the precedent of Linglong Xianzuan leaving the Tai sect. Linglong is a classic example in Immortality of a character with an anti-establishment spirit. This type of character deserves special recognition. She also once came to the Taiyuan immortal abode to rescue the Fire Cloud Fairy, but ultimately failed. So this time, can Fong Bayou successfully rescue Fong Han? Interpreting the classic original work and savoring the fates of its characters. Hello everyone, I'm Oppo Feitian Xinhong from the Gueman section. Welcome back to the original work analysis video for Immortality. Picking up where we left off, just as Fong Han was about to escape, a claw as large as a mountain descended upon him. In the face of the giant demonic claw, Fong Han seemed utterly insignificant. At this moment, he felt the Yellow Springs diagram slipping from his control, rapidly exiting the vortex of the Taiyuan immortal abode and about to fall into the demonic claw's grasp. Nine Young Devil God, how dare you attempt to seize a disciple of my Yuhua sect in my presence? The headmaster of the Yuhua sect sneered. A large iron whip materialized in the air. With a single strike, it smashed into the green, scale-covered demonic claw. The demonic claw was shattered to pieces by the whip. The War Goddess Whip. Fong Bayou, you actually possess such a weapon.
The Nine Yang Devil Goddess Furious Roar issued from the void.
He had clearly been struck by this great iron whip. Get lost. As the Nine Young Devil God roared, Fong Han swiftly escaped the vortex. With a wave of his hands, a black whirlwind and a powerful flame swirled through the air, repelling the demonic energy from the shattered claw as he flew towards Fong Qingxue. Jia Lon was startled.
The Black Sun Wind Calamity. The Great Sun Fire Calamity.
These are the supreme divine abilities from the Tai sect's three great calamities. Each of these abilities requires 100 years of arduous practice. How did Fong Han learn them? And their power is so immense. Even several Golden Core Masters from the Tai sect itself do not possess such great power. She truly could not fathom how Fong Han was able to learn them, let alone master them so proficiently. Although the giant green claw formed by the Nine Young Devil God had been shattered by the War God's whip, its residual demonic energy was still incredibly powerful. Ordinary masters of the mystical abilities realm would be no match for it and could not break through. Yet Fong Han, relying on his black wind and fire abilities, was able to charge right through. This demonstrates the immense power of his abilities. Seeing the green demonic energy still dancing in the air, transforming into numerous encircling demons, Fong Han let out a long cry. A treasured blade of blood-red light appeared. It was the demon blade, Blood Firmament. As he swung it, all the demonic energies were cut down, and Fong Han immediately carved a path forward. Now, Fong Han's strength was already comparable to that of Golden Core Realm Masters like Zhao Xuani. Seeing Fong Han fly over, Fong Qingxue said, "Good. I didn't expect that after being trapped in the Taiyuan immortal abode for 18 days, your magical power would increase so drastically. I also didn't expect the Yellow Springs diagram was truly in your hands. You must have consumed the 9 orifice golden core as well. No wonder your cultivation has progressed so rapidly." At this moment, Fong Qingxue's expression was complicated, making it difficult to discern whether she was happy or angry. She had clearly witnessed Fong Han's performance. Many people had thought the Yellow Springs diagram was in her possession. Not only had she shouldered the blame for a long time, but she had also received none of the benefits. Seeing Fong Qingxue's expression, Fong Han quickly smiled and said, "Senior sister, with your immortal lightning talisman, you wield the power of lightning.
Reaching the Longevity is only a matter of time for you.
After all, I am a member of the Fong family. I can support you, senior sister," he said, "so that you won't be alone in the future, unable to clap with one hand. The reason my power increased so much is because I obtained a golden core left behind by the Fire Cloud Fairy in the Taiyuan immortal abode. I used the Yellow Springs diagram to break it down and cultivate 28 great divine abilities. My increase in power was just a coincidence. For example, the Black Sun Wind Calamity and the Great Sun Fire Calamity are both abilities from that golden core. In the future, I will challenge Hua Tiandu to stop him from always acting as the #1 true disciple and arbitrarily changing the sect's rules. Fong Han was pledging his allegiance, telling senior sister Fong Qingxue, "I'm with you." If he prospered, so would she. Jia Lon, listening from the side, was even more shocked. Her own golden core only contained 15 divine abilities, and their power was far inferior to the Fire Cloud Fairies. For Fong Han to surpass her like this, how could she, as a senior sister, bear it? With such feelings, what else could she do but curse the heavens for being unfair? Fong Qingxue was also stunned. You obtained the Fire Cloud Fairy's golden core? Sometime I will have to test your divine abilities. But today, the arrival of the 9-Yong Devil God is no small matter. Your abilities can actually be of help. Fong Han nodded quickly, once again assuming the devout posture of a junior brother. He said, "Senior sister, you are wise and experienced.
I will naturally do whatever you instruct.
Also, I won't keep the 28 divine abilities I obtained to myself. You have supported me a lot, senior sister, and senior sister Jia Lon has also helped me in the past. I will study the secrets of these 28 divine abilities together with both of you. Of course, I will first offer the secrets of these 28 divine abilities to the Headmaster." In Fong Han's view, the Yellow Springs diagram could not be contributed to the Yuhua sect. However, the 28 divine abilities contained in the Fire Cloud Fairy's golden core, along with all their cultivation methods, could indeed be contributed to the sect. Shared study.
Jia Lon eyes lit up.
The cultivation methods for 28 divine abilities were no small matter. Even if one knew the secret to cultivating an ability, it was still very difficult to practice, often taking hundreds of years or even several 60-year cycles. But if there were people to study them with, that was another story entirely. Just as Fong Han, Jia Lon, and Fong Qingxue were discussing, a burst of loud laughter interrupted them. A fiery red figure, over 30 feet tall, had appeared in front of the Taiyuan immortal abode at some point. This person was naturally the 9-Yong Devil God who had just attacked. He said, "Fong Bayou, I never expected a disciple under you to have such an immortal fate, obtaining both the Yellow Springs diagram and a golden core that others worked 1,000 years to refine. If this continues, your Yuhua sect will gain the secrets to many more divine abilities. Your future prosperity is just around the corner." The headmaster of the Yuhua sect also revealed his true form. A young man in white clothes appeared, with long flowing black hair, looking gentle and elegant. He showed no sign of being an ancient titan or having the bearing of a headmaster. Instead, he looked like a young noble from the secular world, well versed in poetry and books. Is this the true form of our supreme headmaster of the Yuhua sect? Jia Lon, Fong Qingxue, and some other female disciples stared with wide eyes. Within the Yuhua sect, no one had ever seen the true face of the headmaster, nor did they know his real name was Fong Bayou.
Fang Bayou spoke softly. 9-Yong, have you come today to fight me?
We fought many times 3,000 years ago. You don't seem to be my match. But the 9-Yong Devil God said, "You have mastered the Tao of vacuum yin and yang, reaching a realm where you can freely change and alter matter. That is indeed impressive. However, today it is not just me against you. 9-Yin, come out and meet the headmaster of the Yuhua sect." At that moment, the void split open, and a female devil god arrived, stepping on a spatial storm. Headmaster Fong Bayou was slightly startled. 9-Yin Devil God, weren't you suppressed by the demon god? Haha, Fong Bayou, the 9-Yong Devil God laughed. I was merely cultivating a great technique with the 9-Yin Devil God. Now that the technique is complete, I wonder if the three of us can kill you today. Clad in a black robe, the demon god, leader of the demon god sect, also walked out of the space. Yuhua sect headmaster Fong Bayou smiled lightly.
Want to kill me?
Although with 2 devil gods and 1 demon god joining forces, I must show you some respect. But killing me is just wishful thinking. Brother Fong Bayou, the 9-Yin devil god, smiled charmingly, though her eyes held a hidden killing intent. It's been 3,000 years, and you're still the same as ever. Fong Bayou looked at her and said, 9-Yin, it's rumored that you change your gender every 60 years, sometimes a handsome man, sometimes a bewitchingly beautiful woman. Then you go into the mortal world to seek the 6 desires and 7 emotions to practice your 7 emotions inversion technique. Could it be that for this 60-year cycle, it was the demon god? The 9 devil god replied, of course not. When I seek the 6 desires and 7 emotions, I naturally look for mortals, not cultivators. However, your disciple Fong Han killed the son I bore with a mortal woman 300 years ago, the 7-eyed demon lord. He was about to form his golden core, an outstanding figure in my celestial demon clan. For such a loss, I naturally have to seek revenge on you. So that's how it is, Fong Bayou said. He then turned to the demon god. And you?
Hol de mon Wuchen. Why have you teamed up to kill me? Give me a reason.
Don't give me any nonsense about how immortals and demons cannot coexist. The demon god Wuchen in his black robe, with long purple-black hair and eyes like vortexes that could absorb anyone's spirit, smiled faintly.
You want a reason.
The Yellow Springs diagram is the best reason, Wuchen replied. The Yellow Springs sect was once the #1 demonic sect. Ever since the emperor of the underworld died, that huge demonic sect fell apart. Many of its elders established their own factions. After obtaining the Yellow Springs diagram, one could bring them all back together, reuniting them into a single massive organization that could rival the Tai sect. Is such a temptation not enough reason for us to act? Fong Bayou countered, unifying the demonic sects depends on strength. You can't possibly think that just by getting the Yellow Springs diagram, you can make those old folks from a Yellow Springs sect obey you, can you? The demon god retorted, what if we use the water of oblivion as a bargaining chip? Many of the Yellow Springs sect's divine abilities require the world's most wondrous water, the water of oblivion, to reach their ultimate perfection. Back then, the emperor of the underworld collected the entire river of oblivion and refined it into the Yellow Springs diagram. This magic treasure was how he earned the loyal support of his elders. As long as one possesses this Yellow Springs diagram, it is equivalent to controlling the very lifeblood of the Yellow Springs sect. When the news is released, we don't have to worry about those elders not coming to seek it. With a little persuasion, they can be made to obey. The 9 devil god also added, the water of oblivion is also the bane of us celestial demons. If we are contaminated by this water, even a demon king cannot perform the celestial demon disintegration technique. They can only be obediently refined. So, this thing must not fall into anyone's hands.
Fang Bayou, we don't want anything else.
Just have your disciple Fong Han hand over the Yellow Springs diagram, and we will write off the matter of him killing the 7-eyed demon lord. Today, the 3 of us have joined forces, and we are determined to get it. Even if you can escape, can your disciples escape? Besides, why would we choose to fight you here, at the Taiyuan immortal abode? We may not be able to kill you, but we have long since set up the 9 heavens teleportation grand array. We will teleport you into the Taiyuan immortal abode and see if you can still get out. Hearing about the 9 heavens teleportation grand array, Fong Bayou's expression seemed to turn solemn. Then he smiled coldly. Then let's see you try. Go. As he spoke, a stream of pure energy emerged from his body. The energy split into 3, forming 3 figures. The first was a barbaric giant wielding a giant stone axe entwined with dragons, snakes, and ancient patterns. The second was a woman in an elegant starlight-woven robe, holding a 5-colored stone. The third was a black and white sphere with wings on both sides, resembling a mythical beast from ancient times. The moment these 3 things appeared, the entire separate void where the Taiyuan immortal abode was located began to rumble loudly, as if on the verge of collapse, while spatial storms raged. The giant with the stone axe roared and charged towards the 9 devil god. Meanwhile, the woman with the 5-colored stone pounced towards the 9 devil god. As for the winged black and white sphere, it smashed towards the demon god Wuchen. Seeing the black and white sphere lunging at him, the demon god's expression changed drastically. Fong Bayou, you're actually willing to expend 1,000 years of magical power to manifest your own vacuum origin spirit. Are you trying to fight to the death? The demon god waved his hands repeatedly, and powerful streams of demonic energy flew from his palms. In an instant, he launched 9,999 pitch-black palm prints, each with the power of 1,000,000 galloping horses. This was the heavenly demon Great Hand Seal. Countless hand seals struck the black and white sphere, creating earth-shattering explosions, but they were completely ineffective. Meanwhile, The protective auras of the two devil gods, 9 Yin and 9 Yang, were completely dispersed. They had to summon their life source energy to resist the charging giant with the stone axe and the woman with the 5-colored stone. At this moment, Fong Bayou whipped the war god's whip fiercely through the air, and a crack in the void instantly appeared. Do the three of you really think you can stop me? Qing Xue Jialon, help Fong Han activate the grand array you've prepared, and follow me. Let's go. I'd like to see who can stop us. As he spoke, he was about to step into the opened passage. Is that so, Fong Bayou? Do you think the Yellow Springs diagram is so easy to take away? The soft voice of a young girl appeared at the end of the void passage. A dense web of silkworm threads blocked the way ahead. In the middle of this web sat a little girl with pigtails tied with red ribbons.
The little girl looked just like a silkworm cocoon.
She pointed her hand at Fong Han, and he immediately felt a powerful force coming through the air, trying to snatch him away.
Avant les silkworm en presse.
Fong Bayou exclaimed. This little girl with red ribbons was the sect leader of the Heavenly Silkworm sect, one of the 5 major demonic sects, another master of the Longevity Realm. This time, Fong Bayou was facing 4 Longevity Realm masters at once. It would be truly difficult to escape. Moreover, his life could even be in danger here in the Taiyuan Immortal Abode. So, how will Fong Bayou respond? Can he really fight 1 against 4? Find out in the next chapter.